Director Clapper, one of the things we've been struggling with, obviously, is trying to crack down on ISIS's financing. They have multiple sources of revenue that include illicit oil sales, taxation, extortion of the local population, looting of banks, personal property, smuggling of antiquities, and to a lesser extent, even kidnapping for ransom and foreign donations. I'm certainly pleased to see some progress has been made where the U.S. coalition forces have escalated tactics by targeting wellheads, targeting road tankers, even cash storage sites. These efforts have certainly helped force ISIS to cut its fighters' pay, in some reports by up to 50%. What additionally do you believe that we can be doing to further restrict their financial resources?
I think the main, sir, you've outlined pretty much the sources of revenue for ISIS, and they have a very elaborate bureaucracy for managing their money. And I think the important thing is to sustain that pressure on multiple dimensions. To include going after the oil infrastructure. Now, ISIL has displayed great ingenuity by setting up thousands of these mom-and-pop refineries.
Yep.
And we just have to stay at it. And as well, the recent bombing of the financial institution in Mosul had a big impact on them. I think we're starting to see some success with the Iraqi government in reducing payments to Iraqi citizens who live in ISIL-controlled areas. There's a downside to that. When they do that, that potentially alienates them further about the central government Baghdad. But to me, the important aspect here and the important theme would be to sustain the pressure.
You know, one of the sources that has been, I guess, surprisingly consequential is black market antiquity sales from the looting that's occurred. It's my understanding that the U.S. has sanctions that it can impose on anyone who imports antiquities stolen by ISIS, but it doesn't have separate abilities to sanction individuals who actually purchase looted Syrian antiquities. Would it be helpful to authorize sanctions that are not just against the buyer or the seller of those, but against the middlemen who are involved?
I would want to take that under advisement and consult with my colleagues in the Department of Treasury, but I would tell you that in the relative scheme of things, the sale of antiquities is not a big revenue generator, and it's really kind of tapered off some. But I'd be for exploring whatever ways we can pressure the ISIL financially, we should.
Great. Thank you both.